It's freeze-dried candy day, and you just might freak out when I show you what I'm gonna attempt to put in my freeze dryer. If you've been around here a while, you know that we recently took a big RV trip where we traveled from Arizona all the way up to Alaska. And in Arizona, I got the most epic souvenir that you can find. If you have been to like the Phoenix airport or any souvenir shop in Arizona, you've probably seen these. And I found them, and I have to freeze dry them. Yes, this is a scorpion sucker. You know, the favorite pest of Arizona, the scorpion. And it's in a sucker. This is disgusting, but also kind of fun. I'm gonna open this. Do you dare me to taste it? It's a little sketchy. I have never eaten one of these before all my life growing up in Arizona. It's even scarier out of the package. I did get 2 other candies to do. I got the prickly pear cactus sucker that we're gonna throw on there, and this cactus candy. I have no idea what's even inside of here. But we're gonna see if any of these will freeze dry. And maybe I'll try it, maybe I won't. Before we start, let's show you the settings I'm gonna use. You can skip the freezing time and temperature because when you do candy mode, it does not do freezing time. I'm gonna dry this for about 4 hours. I'm gonna hit save, start, and we just have to wait 15 minutes before we can load up our candy. Because my crazy suckers are only gonna take up 1 tray, I'm gonna put Skittles on the rest of my trays. My daughter and my sons are wanting to have a freeze-dried candy, like lemonade stand on our street. So I'm gonna freeze dry some Skittles for them to sell to the local neighbors, and I think they'll be super excited. Do you dare me to lick it? Do you dare me? I'm sure there's someone out there who is daring me to lick it. It's grossing me out. Can't do it. Now I have no idea if these are gonna puff up huge and make a mess in my freeze dryer. I know you have seen some of my previous videos where I just have candy exploding in here and making a huge mess. To help prevent messes, I'm going to put a line of parchment paper on top of my tray with the suckers and that cactus candy. This is what that cactus candy looks like. It's like squishy and just interesting. So I'm gonna lay this on top of my tray. Did I show you my tray up close? I don't think so. There is the tray of the suckers and Skittles. I'm just gonna get this parchment on top of it, like so. And then we got about 7 more minutes before we can load this up. By the way, I really like these pre-cut parchment liners. I get these on Amazon, and they're cut the right size to fit your medium-sized freeze dryer trays. I'll have them linked in my video description if this is something you might be interested in. I love them for all my candy. You guys, this is my first freeze dryer run since back from vacation. It's been over a month. Whoa, my camera just glitched out. It's been over a month since I've gotten to use my freeze dryer, so I am so excited. I know the Skittles are gonna turn out. I have no idea what's gonna happen to those suckers and cactus candy. If it's a flop, it was fun to try. And you got to see me lick a scorpion sucker, so worth the video. I'm also gonna brag on Alaska's weather. This is a terrible view out of my basement window, but it has been in the upper 70s and like sunny and warm ever since we got back from our trip. It's been heavenly. We've been able to do lots of outside time, bike rides. We went to Mirror Lake, which I will show some footage at the end of this video of our trip to Mirror Lake the other night. Our kids love just like paddleboarding and kayaking, and it's beautiful over there. One of our favorite things to do in the Alaskan summer is hang out at the lake. I will catch you guys in 4 hours when we are ready to see if anything happened to these suckers. See you then. The freeze dryer. I want to show you a little warning light that came on my freeze dryer, so if it happens to you, you know what to do. So if you see at the top, it says warm room temperature, batch processing times may be longer. That is very important. Your freeze dryer and vacuum pump does generate a lot of heat. I had my door shut in my freeze dryer room and I forgot to open my window. And it is a warm day here in Alaska. So that was totally my bad. I forgot about the temperature. And so it's just warning me that if it's too hot in here, it's gonna take a much longer time for your food to freeze dry. It's just always important to periodically check on your freeze dryer, especially when things are going for 24, 36 hours. You just wanna make sure, periodically check on it, make sure you have no warning lights or anything like that. All I did to remedy this is I just opened my window. I could also put a fan in here to help generate more air circulation, but I think it's gonna be okay. Since it's just candy, we're not really like trying to get the food like dry, you know? It's just the candy expansion. So I think we're gonna be fine, but I'm gonna wait about 30 minutes and then we're gonna pull this out, but it's looking good in there. Do you want a little hint? Oh. Ah! My warning came off of my freeze dryer, so it did get cool enough in here for that to go away. So we're good to go. I'm gonna pull these out a little early because I am anxious to see how these look. Dun, dun, dun. I am quite surprised at these results. Well, okay, our Cactus Candy did nothing, but our Cactus Sucker got pretty big. Can you believe the Scorpion Sucker? I am so glad I had that parchment paper over the top because that would have touched the top of my shelf and created a mess. The parchment paper prevented the mess, which is great. Can you see the little guy in there? I gotta know, who of you watching this video would eat that scorpion? I've already told you, I'm not gonna eat it. Maybe if I was paid, I would probably eat it for $1,000. No less. Would you eat it, or how much would you have to be paid to eat the scorpion? I think I would do it for $1,000. So I am gonna get the Skittles bagged up first, and then I'm gonna have to do a taste test on that scorpion sucker. Just the sucker part, not the scorpion. I think because my kids are gonna be selling these, I'm gonna put them in my smaller Mylar bags. This is my typical size that I use, which is about 4.5 inches by 7.5 inches Mylar bag. These ones I believe are 3 by 5. So typically when I'm selling for my home, I sell this bag for $5, this bag for $3. I know my prices are pretty low compared to what most people pay, but I just do this out of my home as a hobby for when people want freeze-dried candy. Right now, I'm not making tons and tons of candy to sell, so that's just my theory. If I'm selling candy at like a vendor event, I charge more because there are more fees and stuff associated with that. Okay, let's get them bagged up. We'll see how many bags I get, and then we'll do our taste test. Well, I'm super happy. I was able to get 17 mini bags and then like half of a bag that I will add to with our next batch. But my kiddos are gonna be set for when they want to do their little freeze-dried candy stand. And I will have to update you guys in a future video with how this goes, if they actually sell any and how much they make, because that'll be fun. First, let's give these a try. Like I said before, this didn't do anything. Tastes okay. It just tastes like a gummy candy, but apparently it's from a cactus, so that's kind of cool. Tastes pretty good. cactus sucker. Similar. Crunchy. It's not fully freeze-dried. You can see it didn't fully puff up. This I did. Kind of fun. Ready for the grand finale. I'm sorry, if you were hoping that I was gonna eat the scorpion, not gonna happen. Unless you're forking me over that $1,000. So the scorpion's on this side. I'm gonna take a bite from this side and just hope I don't get any scorpion guts. I think the flavor of this sucker was cotton candy. At least that's what it tastes like to me. Like, it's really like sticks to your teeth pretty badly. But you know, that's all I'm gonna eat. Do I dare try to get my kids to eat this? That would not be nice of me. They know I bought this sucker though, so I'm sure they would be sus. That scorpion was so fun. If you're ever traveling to Arizona, just look at the airport. I guarantee you will find one of those scorpion suckers and you gotta get one. And like, scare your kids or your friend or your neighbor. Cause it's hilarious. I've got some fun footage of our trip to Mirror Lake, which I will post next. If you are interested in purchasing a freeze dryer for yourself, check out the video description below. I have my link there, which will take you to Harvest Right website. You can check out the types of freeze dryers they have. Mine is a size medium and it's perfect for me and my needs. But if you have any questions about what size or something you might be interested in, feel free to leave them in the comments and I can help you figure that out. I do believe that freeze dryers are an extra $300 off right now, and that comes with the Premier oil pump, which is the pump I have, and it works great. Hope you had some scorpion fun today, and I will catch you all on the next freeze drying adventure. Bye.